There's about 250,000 people in the UK who are deemed as homeless. They might be living on friends' sofas or, in temporary housing. So it's a huge issue and probably going to become a bigger issue over time due to, how things are looking at the moment. So I'm really keen to raise as much awareness as possible and as much money as possible.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
All this week, we're going to be chatting about something that actually myself and also Hamish, who works here, are going to be taking part in something. And lots of CEOs across Oxfordshire. It is the CEO Sleepout as part of World Homeless Day. We're raising awareness for Oxfordshire's homeless movement by doing something a little bit crazy a little bit later on in the week. So pleased that I've got Alexandra Rae, CEO of Wise Investment, with me this morning. Thanks so much for joining us, Alex. Really great to have you on the show. Thank
you for having me.
Just explain to people what we're doing on Thursday night.
Well, on Thursday, Oxfordshire Homeless Movement is a local charity based in Oxford, and they're arranging a sleep out in Oxford in the University Park. And we've got about 45 business owners, CEOs from across Oxfordshire who are going to sleep out for the night and just raise money for this amazing charity by hopefully getting lots of sponsorship from people and experiencing, just one night of sleeping outside, which is, gives you some taste of what it might feel like. But obviously there are lots of people that are sleeping like that every single night of the week. So we're just hoping to raise awareness in the local community and raise funds for this amazing charity while we do it.
No, you've hit the nail on the head. Absolutely bang on. I mean, the thought and prospect of doing this night after night, especially heading into what will feel like more wintry conditions as the week goes on, let alone the months go on. To give a sort of snapshot of that via what we're doing is actually to kind of, like you say, raise awareness and also raise a ton of money for a fantastic charity. That's the whole point of this and grouping everyone together. We were chatting just in the song just before we came on that I'm doing this with everyone. I'm looking forward to it, but I haven't thought about it too much. And you were saying that it became a little bit more real over the weekend for you.
It did. Well, I thought, I need to make sure I've got, the right equipment. And so bought the sleeping bag and some tarpaulin and a sleeping mat. So those are the things that we're allowed to bring with us at the weekend. Obviously, nothing else. No one's allowed to bring a tent to sleep in. So hopefully, we'll have all the right things to get us through the evening and the night on Thursday. That's it.
And you mentioned as well that, and I didn't think about this. And you absolutely have reframed it totally for me. Look, we're sat here and we're all kind of looking at the weather. Everyone's sort of taking part in this and going, I wonder what it's going to be. What it's going to be like. People that are homeless, they don't look at that. It's just a day-to-day thing. And you actually said something that has sort of reframed it. And you said, I hope the weather isn't nice because then we could get more donations. I think that's a brilliant way of doing it.
Well, yes. I mean, I think if it's, we've had summer-like weather over the weekend and I'd really like it to be a little bit colder so it feels like a challenge and I can hopefully raise lots more money from my, friends, family and people that I know in the business world who'd be happy to donate to this cause. So, yeah, I think if we're a bit cold, we might raise a bit more money and, that's why we're doing it. So I know the aim is between us to raise about £50,000. And I think on Friday, we were up to about half of that. So we've got quite a bit to go this week, but I'm hoping sort of being on the radio and raising awareness of the event will get some more money in for the charity. And Yvonne who runs the Oxfordshire Homeless Movement charities, working so hard on, getting this event set up and organised and getting people to join. And we've got a good group of people now. Now we just need to try and get to that 50,000 target, which will make a huge difference to the charity and the work that they can do over the next year.
Yeah, no, it's as we said at the start, it's the main drive and the main focus of this. And like you said, you completely reframed it for me. I'm actually going into it now, going, actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't run a marathon because you know you can do it in 20 minutes. It's that kind of thing. You're doing something to have hardship, to go through, to suffer, so that you can raise more money ultimately for a brilliant cause. So I'm actually, you've actually put me on the right course with this, and kind of changed my perception with it. Although I will need to go out and buy some tarpaulin now. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Alex,
because the other thing is that we probably all know people or know of people who are homeless, because it's not just people who are living, on the streets every night. I think I looked it up this morning. There's about 250,000 people in the UK who are deemed as homeless. They might be living on friends' sofas or, in temporary housing. So it's a huge issue, and probably going to become a bigger issue over time due to, how things are looking at the moment. So I'm really keen to raise as much awareness as possible and as much money as possible.
Brilliant stuff. No, you're absolutely right. Thanks so much, Alex. Where can we find out about your Just Giving page if searching for Wise Investment?
Yeah, so we've got a Just Giving page set up, and I think if you look for Wise Investment, or if you can find it as well on our social media pages as well.
Brilliant stuff, and we'll pop it on the video when this gets released a little bit later on today. Well, in a weird way, and I feel like I'm going to be odd saying this, looking forward to sleeping with you on Thursday night. That needs to be reframed, everyone. that needs to change. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing night, and yeah, raising such great funds for such a brilliant charity. Thank you so much for joining us, Alexandra Rae of Wise Investments. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Brilliant stuff. Yeah, make sure you can give what you can for this amazing thing. We're going to be chatting to lots of people during this week to kind of fill you in and give you more information, and obviously direct you to where we can raise as much money as possible for the Oxfordshire Homeless Movement.